guys, tuliongea tunafika hapa hivi. Ndio sisi hapa tumefika. Mmekuona sisi kwa jani yetu pale tumetoka mpaka tumefika, challenges zote tumekuwa hapa, but all in all we are here, we thank God. And not kwa hapa hivi na Mike Mutenyo mwenyewe. Mutenyo atatuelezea more about event ametokea hapa mmoja. Mimi nasikia raha kwa hapa, ameongea maneno mengi sana ambayo amenifungua macho, amenifungua akili na bado kurudi sasa mtaa hapo kwa drawing board na kuchora tu. So karibu Mike, tuelezee more about mzee.
Thanks cool. Money talks Casido Buda Mrs. Key. Si roll na maboss na maji lazima ni floss. Kuna time ubo hakuwa na shit ukabonga shit. Sasa tunazoza street push the shit. Let's go and get this money. We busy chasing racks. Nyi mna joke simko funny. Putting a side on the map. That's a fact. Nyi hamradi. Wanalia say bei imepanda bei iko height meiplisha ngwai.
So of your streaming platforms, so that people went and listened to the song there, because at the end of the day it can have those huge TikTok views, but it has 5 streams. I've seen.
I wanted to ask about the algorithms, and
I'm not getting personal. Nauliza tu nipate context. Yohana Ziki.
Hello guys, it's your boy here, Iconic Nas, kwa hivi na the one and only Derek Stevie, aka Keys. You already know when it's Keys, it's madness. So tuko hivi leo, we are outside. So actually kuna event flani, imekuwa wiki hapa tu kafai hapo hivyo na nikaamua sasa hadi ni PPMC yetu tuone kwa sasa zingine opportunities you come, alafu kama my youth you lack, so vile imekam tu tukafigure out, then we were thinking let's go and you know just attend and see what's happening there. So we are on the road actually, say tunafika hivyo teke yani tunafika teke tumechelewa kidogo tu but tunafika event yenyewe ndio hii hapo hivyo. Inaitwa Music Business Workshop. Hapo hivyo workshop ina facilitatiwa na Mike Mutenyo. Alafu content manager ni hii company fulani inaitwa Ziki Media. I hope ni familia, so kama ni familia kwako jua tu ya wazing. We are hoping kuna pia vitu za kizing ile hapa. Yeah, so ni leo date 2 2nd April bana, tunafika hivyo. Iko inaanza saa 5. Sasa tumechelewa, ndawaambia tu time baadaye ni saa ngapi though. Haya, so location iko Permanent Presidential Music Commission. Huko hivyo ndo tunafika, tunaenda tucheck rada ni gani huko hivyo. Tumetoka mtaa rada shava. Madoba zinaanguka hapo hivyo, kama unaona mazee music zinaanguka, mwende mcheki sawa. So far links tunaangusha, tuta drop ma links hapa chini hivi kwa description, ndio uangalie hizo doba tunaziweka tu hapo zote, na zote zimetoka namba 8. And most of these song banners we produce ya the one and only you jua bana when it's Keys. So when check hizo link bana. So we on the road bana, muendelee tu kutufollow, endelea usisahau ku like hapo hivyo, subscribe and share this video bana. Tunainuana tu hivyo bana, maybe bana D utakuambia nini bana,
stay tuned tuone venye leo event itaenda best, obviously itaenda vizuri. And I'll keep tuned or subscribe
bana, so subscribe bana, ndo sisi hao bana.
When it's Keys, you know it's madness. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah. In a day, in a life, I'm big, I must got goals, investing in big time. They're staring at me like I'm retarded, but all I see on the mirror is me. No case, we cruising, new schemers, we running the ops, we making them realize. Diseased, all my ops with ADHD, don't blame it on Jesus.
We are here guys, tumefika in the area.
Diseased, all my ops with ADHD, don't blame it on Jesus. Let's go and get this money, let's go and get this racks. Outside with my brothers on a drill to chase the bag.
So guys, we are here, tumefika. at the music workshop. So tunaenda kupanda hivyo kwa soda kuregister 1 and 2, alafu kutoka hapo tunaingia meeting, ndio baki na sisi tuta keep updated vile tutaenda na vile tu vitu watu watasema, si ndio? Ndo hata nyinyi wanisa mko hapo nje hamjaweza kufika, mjue nini inaendelea huko hivi, si ndio? Manze msisahau kusubscribe hapo hivyo manze kwenye channel na mtu follow, link zetu ziko hapo chini, madoba zetu mpya ziko hapo hivyo, vitu mwecheche, si ndio?
To chase the bugs, no chit chat with the ops, they wanna smoke, we make them pop. My top expensive t-shirt, you can tell Gikosh ni Amnisa. Na gwanda fresh kuma t-shirt, you pull up the gang outside tuna t-shirt. Nicheze hii doba kwa speaker, my ops so you the chafu safisha. I can sleep, my eyes are open, can be deep from rotations, you know how it goes. Now hope quite beat, I'm thirsty, I'm furious in the keys, tuna open the doors. Now my bros on a deal, tuna isaka, we up on a race to pitch hit though. In the streets we really
You guys can see, like, I wish you guys that you're here. You can see even the bars here and there. Una feel too manze, hii calmness iko hapa hivi. Any what that they do. Then kumechill the bar and kuna tu audiovisual unit upon a maybe at the school for ndani. Hii place inakabia.
we keeping it stays on a low. I told them niggas they can't be me, I'm one of a kind, they already know. Let's go and get this money, let's go and get this racks, let's go and get these bugs, let's go and get this cash. Let's go and get this cash. Let's go and get this money, bro. Let's go and get.
Don't forget to subscribe, man. Don't forget to share this video.
You are able to log into your Spotify. Something was Spotify. What we advocate is whatever I just shared, that always plan at least 3 to 4 weeks before the release, so that everything is done. If there are any mistakes done when you're submitting this release to a distributor, corrections are done, so that by the time the song is coming out, everything is correct. And also even the promotional material, the teasing has happened. So the number one mistake is people rush their releases like they've been woken up at night and they've told, release your song tomorrow. Yet it's not like that. So you as an artist, please, let's stop rushing our releases. Let's plan everything on time. Number 2 is keeping metadata. I've talked about this a lot. Please provide all information correct data. Those reports that you receive from a distributor, they are not for fun. Platforms like Boomplay, you can log in and check the analytics. Very important. They'll assist that song to be distributed properly. Number 3 is ignoring registration with a member, so that if you see something is wrong, you are a member and you can voice. That is how we correct when things are wrong. But not being outside, me, I don't know those things. As much as he's big like that, Diamond still does countless pre-release videos. You see these challenges that influencers do, these popular faces on radio in their country, they posted Kinamijaku Nani. They plan, they've shot those videos. We usually have them in advance. This is a big artist. He's shot over 100 promotional videos. And when he's promoting a new song, this guy posts like even 30 times in a day. You go to his Instagram, he's scrolling. And then you with your aesthetics, at your Instagram, at you make a post moja, new song out. When I post, my Instagram will look dirty. Okay, one of my bosses told me, which is interesting but it's very true. Kenyan artists use their social media platforms as an advertising platform. artists like Tanzanian artists, they use it as a TV, your streaming platforms, so that people went and listened to the song there. Because at the end of the day, it can have those huge TikTok views, but it has 5 streams. I've seen that. So that's another common mistake. We concentrate on things that don't really matter. So key takeaways in today's, I know some guys joined us late, but we'll be able to share this presentation that I've done. Just key takeaways from today's presentation is know your rights by owning your masters and registering with the right body. That's number 1. Number 2, planning your release in advance. I've spoken about that. Getting all these details in order, metadata, artwork. And then number 3 is think African first, because the way majority of our audiences, the way they consume music is African centered. As much as we listen to content from outside, like even the recent data that we have about, there are a lot of Kenyans who are listening to Kenyan stuff. That's why we are having a lot of shows locally here that are being done by Kenyans. You know, there was a time that we used to have a lot of foreigners coming for shows in Kenya. Nowadays, no. We can count in a year how many top artists from US, Nigeria, South Africa coming here. A lot of shows that we have right now, they are being headlined by Kenyans. There's a reason. The organizers have the correct data that Kenyans are listening to Kenyan music. So when we are releasing our music, pushing our music, we really need to know that our audience is listening to us. How do they access our content? Which platforms? So that we measure on that. That's the third takeaway. Number 4 is marketing is your job, even if you are with a distributor. It's not their work. So if you don't have a campaign, there's no streams. Even if you're with a top distributor who distributes whichever big artist. If you don't have a marketing plan, you will have your 7 streams. Rosafi. Siko ubaya. Number 5 is data is your compass. In short, it shows you what you need to stop doing, what you need to start doing. So when you receive that paycheck from a distributor, go through the statement that you received, or even if that platform has a statement, get it and go through. Know this payment has come from which song, which period. It will inform you, make better decisions in your next releases. Or you will know this song needs to be promoted more because it's picking up in this country. Because we see a lot of that. A song that was released 5 years ago, it has picked up in Seychelles. 5 years later, it happens. So you can only know that through your data. You'll be shocked, okay, this song, this amount that I received is from France. Why? It's because of this song. You will know that this song is huge there. Even you can look for a show in that country because that song is huge in that specific region. Short form videos. Right now we are in an age of, they're a tool of marketing, so let's learn of how best we can use them. That is TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Instagram. And lastly is work with professionals who understand your market. The right distributor is a growth partner. Work with professionals who understand your market. Not sending an accountant your new song to give you feedback. Okay, anaweza kuwa ni accountant anapenda muziki, but they might not know that it's badly mastered. Only a DJ, a producer, a publicist, a manager, people who engage with music on a daily basis because this is what they do, can give you constructive feedback about your product. Mimi nimemaliza. We are open for questions.
So I wanted to ask about the algorithms and how we know now that marketing, the bigger your marketing budget, the bigger the reach. So what are the odds of marketing failing because of the algorithm not being in your favor?
Do you have a specific platform in terms of algorithm?
I've seen the trend going in almost all platforms.
All of them?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so You know, marketing, let's look at it from, not even from the music aspect, marketing as a general thing. Not all the time marketing, okay, you can do marketing well, but not all the time they'll yield results. As in, it's the paradox of life. So what happens is, do your best in every release, applying the right information and the right strategies, using the past information that you got on what failed and what worked, so that by the time something works in your favor, you did your best. I don't know if I'm sounding... Algorithms, we don't have control over them, because, you know, when these platforms are being made, it's human beings who make them, and they tweak them according to what they want to achieve. Whether it's Instagram, whether it's what. They're the ones who built this platform. But the good thing is, we usually get to know the information behind that this thing is working on TikTok, this one is no longer working. So that you don't concentrate doing on something that was working, like hashtags on Instagram. Stop working. So we know. So if you know and you're still using them, hoping, you can use them, yes, just because you're using them, but deep down you know it's no longer working effectively the way it used to work. So these streaming platforms majorly, you see this information I've shared about the current ways of how you can do marketing the streaming era. This information is aligned with what is happening in the, just connected with how the algorithms work. Because what we know right now in this age, if your song is placed on huge playlists or correct playlists, you'll get good numbers. In short, that is something that is beating algorithms, whether they are changing them or not. It's something that is aligned with how the algorithms are working. So I tend to feel it's you being able to do your marketing in a way, through your understanding how marketing is done in 2026 to meet the algorithmic way, other than you doing your marketing the way we used to do several years back. Not that it's a bad thing, you can still do if your audience is small. Printing CDs, meeting anyone, giving them. It works as a marketing tool, but it's not effective in 2026. So we can do everything that we want to do to beat the algorithm, but we don't have control, because we really don't know these people who run these platforms, where are they going next, or how are they going to do. So it's just from how people engage with our music and how people are marketing in this age, it guides us without necessarily over complicating. You know, sometimes we, as artists, we can really want to understand how things work from a technological point of view till we lose our focus of what we should be doing, which is creating and marketing ourselves. Till we become a tech person instead of a content creator. That is just a huge challenge.
That leads me to the last question.
Yeah.
You've talked about, is it advisable for an artist to do everything? Because like you just said, if I'm the marketing manager, I'm the sound engineer, I'm the graphics designer and everything else, it might misdirect me from being the creative, and I will dwell so much into the business side of it. So is it advisable for an artist to do all these things, though we can do it?
No, you know, when it depends with where you are in your music career. If you are starting out, that is a sad reality. You'll have to do all those things. But in case or in the course of your career, you find people who buy into your vision and they are willing to be part of it, and you yourself you're willing to delegate, why should we not delegate or find someone you can grow with? So the answer is here, no there. I can't be specific. It will depend with where you are. Ideally, you should not be doing everything, because you will. I've seen instances whereby an artist concentrates. Let's say it's a music group. One of them concentrates in being like a manager. An artist, yes, in the group, but they're like the manager. Till when they're doing projects, they're no longer part of the group like a musician, because they lost that spark of being an artist. So they are like the manager. Even if, when you hear that song, you clearly see this is the weak link in this group. But in the group, they know why he's a weak link. He concentrated on the business side instead of nurturing the skill the way the other people nurture the skill. So it happens. But your end goal as an artist, you should always endeavor to your career to grow to a level whereby you can have people who can assist you here and there, either through being paid or either them buying into the vision, so that when money comes, Nagawan. I would advise that. Ladies in here, you don't have questions. In 2 years, Maurice, we are not your manager. We will flow with someone because we are business partners. We are not here to build you as an artist, as a manager. We are here to build you as a partner. And partners each must do their part. We are your distributor, create music and give us. If today, Maurice, when the last time you released, you said you had 3 albums. I'm not getting personal. Now listen to me, you under Ziki? How many are under your label? Your artist? No.
They are under my label.
Under your label. When last did they release a song?
People release music every day, brother. Because we have studios. The only problem I think is we don't get the direct link.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Now that's a systematic problem. It's been solved by me coming on board.
Yeah, man.
That's why we met today.
Alright.
So maybe the person who was there was not accessible. But the thing is, just to answer whatever you were asking, the focus, it's a free market. Some of the names you mentioned, Toxic, they are with our competitors. So an artist usually chooses where they go, where they want to go. So they might go somewhere where you feel like their distributor is not doing justice in pushing them in the streets. You know now, when an artist chooses to go somewhere, it's them who've gone there. But what I can say about just an overview of the industry, you as a content creator, you are the person who is in charge of the career. And if you happen to have the person in charge in that specific company, the distribution company, it is you as a content creator to engage with them and tell them, okay, you guys, I really feel you're not promoting my music, like whatever you raised. You know, now that's a conversation we'll have one-on-one, so that we understand if truly you as a content provider, you're not being given the attention you deserve, why is it so? How can we make this thing work? You have a new release, reach out to a distributor if it's a physical company that exists. I have this new song, I really feel that it has potential, how best can we work? I really feel you don't post us on your socials, you only post big names. You know, it's a business relation, it's not a group signing. It's you, the content provider, since you decided to go to Ziki, engage with them, how best you guys can do business, because you're the two of you. To answer another question, you might be in a company with your content even for 5 years, yet you don't receive any payment. Not that those people that are eating your money. All these providers have threshold of how much your money should reach before they pay you out. I'll give you an example. In Kenya, for us, before we pay out the bulk transfer system that we use, we are charged 5,500 to do payments. So try to imagine me paying you 5,000, Maurice, and I've paid 5,500. It doesn't make business sense. So most of these companies, what they do, since most of them are based outside, that's why it's not a local company here, we put threshold that minimum get to, let's say, 10,000 before we pay you out. So you might find maybe your amount is 7,000 in the last 3 years. You'll say, what? You guys have not paid me. You're eating my money. The simplest thing you can ever do is always ask for how much my money imefika pesa ngapi. Please send me a report. You'll be sent. And you'll see, it doesn't reach the threshold. Like even us now, 2 years ago, we changed the threshold to 500 USD. That is the minimum amount must reach before we do a payout. That's like 74,000 Kenya shillings. So you might be onboarded when maybe you are being sent 10,000 by whoever, and then ukuje Ziki, after 7 months ndio tunakulipa 70k, useme But the other provider used to be paid regularly. Why are you not paying me regularly? It's not about regularly. It's about the threshold that has been set by the specific provider. As long as you reach that threshold, they pay you out, even if it's within 1 month. So that is some of the information that artists are not aware. And that information about threshold, it's in the contract that you signed. If you look keenly, it's there.
Hello guys, tuliongea tunafika hapa hivi, ndio sisi hapa tumefika. Mmekuona sisi kwa jani yetu pale tumetoka mpaka tumefika, challenges zote tumekuwa hapa, but all in all we are here, we thank God. And natuko hapa hivi na Mike Mutenyo mwenyewe. Mutenyo atatuelezea more about event ametokea hapa maze. Mimi nasikia raha kwa hapa, ameongea maneno mengi sana ambayo amenifungua macho, amenifungua akili. Na bado kurudi sasa mtaa hapo kwa drawing board na za kuchora ramen tu. So karibu Mike, tueleze more.
Thanks kwa kunikaribisha. Luku na so naitwa Mike Mutenyo, content manager Ziki. Ziki ni music distribution company kwa hapa Kenya, lakini tuko kwa market scale. But apart from that, nimekuwa kwa music industry the last 11 years, na nimekuwa nikifanya job mingi kumalizia sanii, kufanya publicity ya projects na pia trainings kama hizo za leo. So leo tulikuwa tumemeet hapa, hii place inaitwa Permanent Residential Music Commission. Iko Ubabini hapa, sisi ni maneighbor wa Orezo hapa State House Road. So huku ndio tumekuja kwa na hii workshop leo, kwa tunazungumzia music distribution in the streaming era. Kitu tunamaanisha wasanii wengi wanajua hizo platform Boomplay, Spotify, lakini hawajui muziki wewe inafika huko number 1. Na hata kama muziki wewe inafika, mbona haisongi? So leo nilikuwa na educate tu wasi about vitu was na happen behind the scene huko. Ukisha upload muziki kama sana, pia strategies za kumarket ili upate numbers more kwa streaming platforms because zinalipanga fit. So hiyo session imekuwa fiti. Tumekuwa hapa for 3 hours, tumebonga, tumeulizana maswali na tumemaliza, alafu tuna network bana, tunajuana. Kama uko mtaa bana na uko na talent, mimi na motivate tu kwamba keep on grinding, but information is important. Jielimisha bana, ukipata chance ya kulearn kutoka kwa watu, kutoka kwa forum kama hizi itokea.
Shukrani sana Mike kwa hiyo tunasema hivi kabisa. Ukisikia tena kitu kama hii na happen wazee mtokea msiasiu kabisa. Jueni vitu zinachange, si kama kitambo
kabisa.
Vitu zinachange sasa hivi. Tuko sana through kama hao mbele yetu, tunaenda place forward sana. Thank you sana.
Thanks kwa kama nasi. Mimi nimeshukuru bana, na nitakaa mtaa. Tumeelewana.
Karibu sana
studio bana, nikaa mtaa bana, nibonge na watu huko.
Sawa. Kwa ready Onisa.